Even in the darkest of times, one can always find the light. Stories of physicians who remain dedicated to healing and saving lives in any way possible prove that ethics, virtues, values, and hope can prevail. These tales of Jewish physicians and righteous Gentiles who risk their lives to save others demonstrate how the power of the profession can be harnessed for good, even in the most dire circumstances.
We have the incredible example of the ethics of physicians. Some of you know the great story of Janusz Korczak, who was the Mr. Rogers and the Dr. Benjamin Spark of Poland, a very trusted pediatrician whose work was internationally famous, and also a man who had a Sunday evening program in which he, like Mr. Rogers, educated the young people and their parents about some of the incredible values. He was a Jewish physician who also became the head of an orphanage in the Warsaw Ghetto. And they describe his decision to go with his orphans, with his children, with the people in his care to go to Treblinka. Because he was famous, because he was universally respected, they asked him if he would like to escape the ghetto, and they informed him about what the fate of the Jews was going to be in Treblinka. And Korczak said, "I'll only escape if you can provide for the children." What about the children when they could not provide for his orphans? He deliberately decided to go with them to board the trains to Treblinka. But he didn't only do it as, what shall we say, as giving up and giving in. He had them march orderly, carrying the flags that he had created for the programs that he had created. And they marched singing songs. He had 2 children in his arms and 2 children alongside him. And they marched to the ghetto, and something remarkable happened during that deportation, which is, as they marched, the entire ghetto was silent, and it understood precisely what Korczak was doing. In Emanuel Ringelblum's diaries, he quotes somebody, "A march like this one has never seen." Korczak went with his children. A physician stayed with his patients to the very end.